awesome situation that we're putting Superior Spider-Man in. Plus, all of the spiders, Peter Parker and Nick Fury, know that that Superior Spider-Man is Doc Ock's mind in Peter Parker's body. They're very aware of this, so they're going to also be really mistrustful of Superior Spider-Man. So I think overall that's like a really cool story that we've been able to come up with because we've been the only, I guess, only time that these two have ever been facing off against each other. Superior Deadpool, nice name, I like it. He asks what these coins are all about, and we're gonna get to that. And you'll be super stoked about the coins because we have a whole new gameplay, like event system, and that's all I'm gonna say about this. So, back to the environment. As you're noticing, this is a totally new environment that's doing totally different things. And it ends with this awesome, how awesome is this ending cutscene? I love it. The animations for this update are so great with this environment. So what do you think about Spidey as the sixth member of the Sinister Six? Well, I'm not going to even say anything on that because I think it's a brilliant idea. You'll see what we do with, six Sinister Six members and all of that stuff. That's a whole other story for a whole other day. Will we have Identity Crisis Spider-Man in this update, like Dusk and Hornet and Prodigy? Not in this update, no. But we are very aware of these characters, and we totally have some really sweet plans to use them. So you're just gonna have to be a little bit patient, but we do have plans around these guys. So, can we talk about Superior Venom one more time? What I love about this is in the past we've only been pretty much releasing Spider-Man from Spider-Verse because these have all been Spider-Verse themed updates. But this is not a Spider-Verse character. This is a character released exclusively for, because we released Doc Ock. And so this is so cool because this is Doc Ock in Peter Parker's body who got corrupted by the symbiote. There's so many awesome things about this character. And I don't know about you guys, but personally, I love Superior Spider-Man. And I'm gonna say something super radical, and you guys are probably gonna hate me for saying this, but I actually enjoy Doc Ock in Peter Parker's body more than I enjoy Peter Parker himself. And the reason why is Superior Spider-Man is just so conflicted and crazy, and the way he reacts to things and the way he suddenly becomes a good guy but is so flawed but thinks he's so amazing and perfect. I don't know. I love it. I mean, there's obviously the original Spider-Man is the best, and the most iconic, and Superior Spider-Man wouldn't have done what, for the license that Peter Parker did. But I'm just fascinated by Superior Spider-Man. He is an utterly, just such a compelling character. So you guys just totally read the Superior Spider-Man as well. I definitely love my shit. Right. So, okay, you guys, we're revealing another Spider-Man from Spider-Verse. And this is super exciting because some of you might recognize this character. I'm actually going to not tell you who this character is. I want to see if anyone knows who this character is. I'm just going to wait. It doesn't seem like anyone knows this guy. Okay. Oh, right, there's a 5-second delay. I'm going to give the 5-second delay its thing. Blah, blah, blah. Waiting. There's a lag. Yes, I know. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this is Spider-Man. And for those of you who haven't heard of Spider-Man and didn't read the Spider-Verse comics at the very end, this is Uncle Ben's Spider-Man. This is Uncle Ben in a dimensional. Yeah, they're starting to get it now. This lag is insane.
Here we go.
Okay. This is Uncle Ben in an alternate dimension when he actually got bit by the spider instead of Peter Parker. So this is super awesome because it's Uncle Ben, and there's so many cool events and stuff that we're going to do around having this character. I mean, he was created exclusively for Spider-Verse as one of the major surprises that ended up coming out of those comics. Sorry for the spoilers, but you should have read them by now. And yeah, he's, what was fascinating about his character specifically is he had the whole power responsibility thing. That's Uncle Ben's thing. But he had all the power, and he gave up the responsibility because in his dimension, Peter Parker died, and he was totally devastated and could not live with himself anymore. And so he just quit being the Spider-Man, gave up his suit. His entire dimension was in trouble, and he just was threw his hands up in the air, and he's like, my family is dead, everything I know and love is gone. I'm just gonna hide in this bunker. And that's pretty much his story. And then, Superior Spider-Man and Peter Parker Spider-Man, they found him, they got him back to his senses, and then he joined in the fight to defeat the Inheritors. But yeah, I love the fact that we have him in the game, and he's super cool. You guys, you should be very excited that we have him. And I mean, I think it also shows the synergy between, Marvel's publishing and our own game, because we were getting literally black and white sketches of him trying to fit him into Update 4, and I kept saying, give us the colors, give us, more references, we need more, there's no way we can fit him in this update if we don't, get stuff now. And Marvel were super accommodating, and they got us everything we needed to get him into the game, which is just fantastic. So I'm going to start reading some questions, because I know I've been talking a lot, and I haven't really been reading your questions. Okay, what about Web Silk? Web Silk is in the game, and we're going to have mini events around her. So we are going to have a lot of, and this is per, your request, we're going to have a lot of 24-hour events and 24-hour quick, events featuring slots and consumables and your chance at this spider. And Classic Silk will definitely be included in that. Let's see what other questions. Earth-X Spider-Girl is definitely planned, Mike Hippie. Someone is new to the stream. What is the spider icons that appear? We haven't gotten to that yet, but stay tuned, and we're going to tell you all about that, and you're going to be super stoked because it's a whole new gameplay element to the game. Okay, so Aaron Aikman, Superior Venom, and Spider-Ben are the new spiders. We have tons of new spiders in addition to that, but we haven't shown any yet, so stay around, and we might show a few more. I love 24-hour events. I do too. They're great. So yeah, we're gonna have some consistent Flash events for you and stuff like that. So people are asking for Black Suit Spider-Man, and I am going to tell you once and for all that Black Suit Spider-Man is coming to Spider-Man Unlimited, but you have to be patient because we have a much grander plan for him. That's the only reason why he hasn't been in the game yet. So just be patient. He is going to be in the game, and there's going to be an awesome thing around him. So, yay. Be excited. He is coming. He is planned, and we have some really great stuff around him. Are we still getting a buff event for Assassin Spider-Man? We can totally get that for you. So we're planning Flash events and stuff like that, and if you want, write us on the Facebook page and we can see if we can get that for you. Yeah, so I didn't actually introduce us at the beginning, so I'll introduce... There's a Spider-Man in the back. I'm Tatiana. I'm the product manager for the game, so my job is licensing and brand management, creating marketing assets, and doing fun stuff like the Twitch stream. And this is Kyle, and he's the community manager. Kyle, do you want to talk about yourself?
Hi. Yeah. So if you're a fan of the Facebook page or the forum, or if you're on Reddit, or if you're on any other community channels, you've probably seen me posting, replying to your comments, collecting all your feedback, which we pass along to the team who is probably behind us. And yeah, so I help out with the Twitch streams as well, all the other community initiatives, and a lot of planning to see what you guys are up to and see how we can engage with you, what you like and what you dislike.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, by the way, you guys, as you might know, Kyle is playing with Earth-X Spiderman, who is in the portal right now. And I talked about this last stream, but Earth-X is one of my all-time favorites because look how fat he is. There is no reason why someone that fat should be so nimble, but he is. And I think the only reason why is because if Peter Parker was to be very fat and do what he's doing, he would be quite thin. I totally think a fat person would be nimble and quick like that. So, okay, people are asking me questions. Can we expect to see Spider and the Japanese character Penny Parker? Potentially Penny Parker. I have to look into that. Spider we're trying to figure out because obviously he's a very giant robot, but I know there was a small version of him. So we're trying to figure out whether we can figure out how to, include him in the game. But he's definitely on our list of characters. Right, so what about Windows Phone update? So I'm sorry, unfortunately, Windows Phone is a really small platform, and ultimately we were not able to maintain updates for Windows Phone. This is potentially temporary. We might bring updates for this device back, and but we're continuing events and we're looking into ways to provide more content for Windows Phone. So we're definitely looking into it. Spider Pig and Spider Ham sandwich. That is a horrible thing to say. Spider Ham and Spider Pig are both beautiful, wonderful characters, and you cannot eat them. They are basically human beings as pigs. So, no, you cannot eat them. It's not okay. But okay, in relation to Spider Ham, we don't have him in the game yet, but we're constantly looking into potential options for him. Why? Oh no! Okay. 60s Spider-Man. So, Toei Spider-Man and 60s Spider-Man. Those are not comics characters, those are cartoon characters, and even though they were in Spider-Verse, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're open for the game's use. So, I mean, if you want to talk like boring licensing stuff, we don't have access to every Spider-Man that's ever existed, but we have access to quite a lot of them. But we do have some limitations. We can't just say, oh, the spider existed in one way or another and now we can have it. In general, we are required to follow the comics. So, but I know Spider-Man would have been amazing. We even created a model for him only to later find out that we couldn't have him in the game. But we have other way cool Spider-Man, so I think it's okay that we don't have him. We have better Spider-Men.
Clash of Spiders?
Yes, so I want to show you guys a really big, sweet new feature. This is a totally new event system. By the way, do we want to like stop the stream and reboot it and see if that'll help with the lag? I was wondering that in my mind.
I don't know how many people are lagging. I mean, there will always be lag between us and seeing the stuff.
Right.
But if
well, they're just saying it's lagging, so I'm just wondering. Anyway, it's okay. You guys, if it's lagging, let us know. We can try like restarting the Twitch stream and, just off and back and see if that helps fix the situation. Anyway. Let's do Clash of Spiders. So, this is the new event system that we have for the game, and it's super great. So, this is basically the Clash of the Spiders. So, you can join either Team Amazing or Team Superior. And this is basically going to be you'll be randomly assigned to a team every single event. And this is a totally co-op, team-based event system. So you are trying to defeat the other team by doing as many event runs as you can, and basically your objective is to collect the totems, which you will have seen from the events that we were playing, those red and silver coins. So your objective is to completely dominate the other team, have the most totems, and basically, if you defeat the other team by 76 to 100%, so you got 76 to 100% of the totems for your team, then you will get the top prize. If you were able to beat them by 51%, or between 51 and 75%, you get the second prize. And the team that loses does get some consolation prizes, and in the form of ISO 8 or vials. So you want to totally just play the events as much as you can, collect the totems for your team, and you also want to do it for yourself because there are individual progress rewards that you can do as well. So much like how the current events work, you collect the totems during the entire week of the competition, and then you can collect prizes for yourself. And the prizes are totally jam-packed, so you can, if you get enough totems for your team, and if you are the most awesome collector of totems for your team, you will get like a rank up card and 150 ISO 8. It's like those prizes are huge. And so you also get, you're also ranked as the top contributor for the team. So if you are in the top 10 top contributors of collecting the totems, you will get a rank up card plus 50 ISO 8. And these won't occur all the time, but they're planned to be pretty regular, and they will last a week long. This says 9 days, that's a lie. It's going to be a week long for each one. And so either you will be part, as I reminded you, part of Team Amazing or part of Team Superior, which is really sweet, by the way, because those of you who read the comics will know that the Amazing Spider-Man and Superior Spider-Man, which is Doc Ock Ock's mind and Peter Parker's body, they are totally rivals and are, creating their own teams in the game, so in the comics. So there's that nice little, combination between, again, our game and the Marvel comics and what's going on there. So we think it's going to be really fun and engaging, and yeah, you guys should be totally excited. Let me see if there's any questions on this feature before we move on. Doesn't seem like there's any questions in this feature, just general excitement, which is good. I'm glad you guys are excited. So this update not only has Doc Ock events and Doc Ock issue 5, it not only has some epic new Spider-Man, and it not only has the Clash of the Spiders, but this is also the Spider-Verse finale. So this is basically our conclusion to the epic 3-update part of the Spider-Verse. So Spider-Verse is ending in the comics, and it's ending in the game as well. And what better way to end the Spider-Verse series than to release Solus, who is the father of the Inheritors. So Morlun, Karn, Genix, Deimos, they're all brothers. And Solus, he's just this ungodly powerful, inheritor, vampiric immortal, who's lived for thousands of years, and he is now in the game. And we're going to have multi-day events around him, and we're going to have some awesome events around him. So you guys should totally be stoked. And so we're going to start this now. And here's Solus. And he is so creepy, as the Santa of the Inheritors would be. Grumpy Santa. I do think that Solus is Grumpy Santa. Do you guys agree? Grumpy Santa. So, the storyline for the Spider-Verse is going to continue with basically Solus is coming in, Peter Parker as Spider-Man and Doc Ock as Superior Spider-Man have been just constantly fighting nonstop about the best way to defeat the Inheritors. You have both Scarlet Spider, Kane, and Ben Reilly, as the two clones, are going to the Inheritors world to figure out how to stop them. And so that's basically what's happened last time. And the stories and the multi-day events that you'll see for this update will be the continuation and the finale to this epic Spider-Verse, crossover that we've had with the comics. Yeah, so it's gonna be pretty good. You guys should be excited about that. So we're playing now in the 2009 environment, and basically because this is the end of Spider-Verse, the end of the finale, like the conclusion to the epic saga that we've created. This will be the finale also of the Inheritors. And it froze. I don't know why it froze. Finale of the Inheritors and the finale of the 2009 environment. So 2009 and all 5 of the Inheritors that you can play will be temporary. And will basically be around until the end of this update. So in Update 5, we're going to bring the new stuff, non-Sinister Six. Non-Spider-Verse stuff related to this. So it's froze. No.
It's thinking.
It's thinking. Should we stop the stream and just come back on and see if that helps? So, okay. People are asking what's the plan after Spider-Verse? And basically, are we stopped? No. Okay, we have a technical issue, so I'm gonna just chat and answer your question. Someone asked what the plan after the finale is. We have a new character coming out, a new boss character. I'll give you a hint. She's the first female boss that we've ever had in Spider-Man Unlimited. We'll be going a little bit more back to the Sinister Six storyline, so more bosses who are helping out the Sinister Six. And we'll have some really sweet new surprises, but I don't want to ruin all of the surprises for you guys. Rebuilt Wall asks for Spider Island. Spider Island, I'm not going to spoil anything, but I can tell you that we are looking at Spider Island, and that's all I'm going to say. So if you do like Spider Island, you will be happy with what we eventually do. But that's all I'm going to say. So I think that might have already ruined it. But just, if you like Spider Island, be happy.
I saw someone asking about the ability to organize your team. And in this update, you can't necessarily put them in the exact order, but they're ranked by rarity now instead of the date you acquired them. So that should make it a little easier if you have those top Spideys, or your top ranked Spideys as your highest level Spideys, they'll be a lot easier to access at the top of the list.
Exactly. Secret Wars. So we are that's definitely something we're considering and looking into. So we're definitely aware of Secret Wars, and I agree. I think it would make a really cool update. So it's just something I cannot reveal right now, but we're definitely aware of it and keeping our eyes on things. So, who is that Spider-Man on the screen? Which Spider-Man are you playing as?
Superior Venom.
Oh, right. So, okay. So we're playing as Superior Venom, which, as you, if you missed the stream, this is Superior Spider-Man when he got tangled up with a symbiote. So, super cool. It is Superior Venom, and he's awesome. And look how broad his shoulders are. His shoulders are so broad. They're so wide. It's really awesome. Okay. When is this update going to be released? It's going to be released next week, Wednesday. So be stoked. It's really, really close. You'll play the game pretty soon. 25 ISO 8 portals instead of 40 ISO 8. Okay. I will forward that feedback. Judging me.
Judging me. I with my skills or lack of skills.
Yeah. Noir universe as an environment. Actually, that's something that we have been thinking about. So if a lot of people want the noir environment as a dimensional environment, then just totally spam the Facebook page with that request, and maybe we'll do it. So what will the updated icon look like since we voted? As you guys might recall, we did a vote. So vote for the next icon. The icon that ended up winning was not the upside down one, which really surprised me. I thought you guys would totally vote for that one. So we'll save that one for another time. And this time we're using Superior Spider-Man with Doc Ock's tentacles in the background in the same pose that the icon currently has. My brother says he has an issue where he can't download the DLC. That seems like a question for customer care, so just reach out to customer care and they'll be able to really help you with that. And we will find a solution for you, sir. Will some of the Spider-Men receive new voice acting? I know this has been a huge consumer feedback, like big request. We don't have any plan for this update, but I can reveal that we have something very special for you planned for next update. So, yes, we're gonna have some new VO, and basically, if you want me to bore you with the limitations of mobile gaming and the limitations that mobile gaming can have sometimes, file size is really important, and VO takes up a lot of space in the game's file, and so we're doing our best. We'd like to have a lot more, and we have plans for more. It's just, it's not the easiest, but we're doing the best. We definitely want more in there. How about a trading system between friends, such as trading Spideys? That's something that we're definitely thinking about. So it's something we can certainly explore and see if that would make sense for the game. How about other symbiotes like Toxic Carnage and any others you don't know? That's JC36. I'm gonna pick on JC36 because there are so many other symbiotes you don't know other than Toxic and Carnage and Venom. Yes, we're definitely have some massive symbiote plans for the game in the long term, and it's gonna be super cool. It's basically there's so many characters and we have so many cool things planned for it. It just takes a bit of time. But yeah, definitely keep an eye out because that's totally in the works, and it'll eventually be here. And I agree with Tone Monotone that Lasher is a great symbiote. I wouldn't say he's the best symbiote because there are some female symbiotes, other female symbiotes that just are so cool. But yeah, Lasher is great. Agent Venom being in the game, and someone asked for Mayhem as well. Mayhem and Agent Venom are planned. They're just not in the game yet, but they're in the works, so be excited because this is literally what I'm talking about. There's so much Spider-Man content. There's so much that we can do and so much that we're planning. and we're getting updates out so quickly. So, yes, I mean, we're totally aware of all of these really awesome things that exist in the Spider-Man universe, and you guys should be super stoked because we are working on it all. We have such a great update strategy for the game. Alright. Can you add your own original Spideys? No, we cannot do that. We can't even add our own backstories. I mean, there's just, you know, there's some license requirements, and we basically can't create anything that hasn't already existed. But honestly, there's so much great things that already existed, I literally have no idea why I would want to create my own stuff when the Spider-Man that already is there is just so awesome and fun, and just the best backstories. They're so cool. So, will the last Sinister Six member be the end of Spider-Man Unlimited? No! No, it will totally not be. I cannot even tell you how much cool stuff we have planned for after the Sinister Six series. So you should be very happy that just the amount of stuff that we're planning is super epic. And we constantly want to keep doing stuff with the comics, in addition to our own Sinister Six storylines, the storylines that we have planned after that. We want to do everything, so we'll do everything as much as we can do everything. Juan Barron is very excited about Zombie Spider-Man. And I hate to disappoint you, because I love the passion that you have for Zombie Spider-Man. It's very similar to my own passion that I have for Zombie Spider-Man. But unfortunately, no, we can't have Spider-Man Zombie in the game. We just don't have the rights to him, so he's not someone that you can expect in the future. But there will be a lot more. So there's a lot more other awesome Spider-Men, like, you know, upcoming everything. Upcoming as much as we can. So, let's see, any other questions? Are there going to be Superior Spider-Man events to get him? I think there should be, especially with this update. I think it would make a lot of sense. So we can, ask and see if we can get some Superior Spider-Man events with him. You know, there's definitely going to be events with him buffed and him in the portal. So a lot of people keep wanting, like, asking for a Spider-Man event or Spider-Woman event specifically. A lot of people ask for a Spider-Gwen event, a Superior Spider-Man event, and all of this stuff. You should look at the portals, because these characters are constantly being buffed in portals and just randomly in and out, and event portals and the VIP portals and all of that stuff. So keep taking a look at the portals. Always click that magnifying glass, because that's going to tell you some of the best Spideys that you can get in the game. So please keep looking at that. Otherwise, you will totally miss out on some great stuff. How many new characters are being added to this update? We have about 8 new Spider-Men to this update, not including Classic Silk, who will be making an appearance as well. And there will be an upcoming community vote as well, so you can choose the Spider-Man that we release in the game through that community vote. So, basically someone's asking for a serious Spider-Man with a serious voice. That's definitely something that's being planned. We have a plan for a totally different type of Spider-Man voiceover, and in fact a really great one that you will be very excited about. So we do have a plan for a new male Spider-Man voice, and it's going to be not in this update, but in the next one. Peter Porker is Spider-Ham. We're trying to figure out how we can technically include him in the game, so we're looking into our options there. More slots. Someone is asking for more slots. I can't say their name because there's a naughty word in there. But they're asking for more slots, and yes, there will be more slots. Kyle, how many slots will there be?
20 more new slots.
Yeah, 20 slots, guys. That's right. Aunt May Spider-Woman. I totally agree, Professor Broski, who asked for Aunt May Spider-Woman. She is awesome and amazingly hilarious with her poofy skirt and stuff, and just the fluff costume. It's ridiculously hilarious. So it's like being looked at, and we'll definitely explore it. Spider-Cat is a little bit difficult because Spider-Cat is so small. So it's something we'd like to have, but it might be a bit difficult. Arachnido Jr., the Mexican spider. Yes, Arachnido Jr. is planned. And I'm just going to say one thing, and then I'm not going to say anything else. Cinco de Mayo. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Okay, so Cat's Mandu is asking for a 6-armed Spider-Man. And he's very adamant that we add a 6-armed Spider-Man. 6-armed Spider-Man's quite difficult. I thought he wouldn't be so difficult, but he actually is really tough to add in the game because that requires a whole new host of animations. But there's so many multi-limbed Spider-Men that I know it's something in the long term we're looking to explore whether we can figure out how to do that. Doctor Strange Spider-Man. I don't think we can have Doctor Strange Spider-Man, but maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Here's some web swinging in the under.
Oh, yeah, so back to what is actually in this update. This update will feature some great new environments. Doc Ock's Underwater Lab, and this is the first environment to have every single gameplay element in the game. So you have skydiving and wall climbing and swinging, fighting, and boss fighting. You got everything in this one environment. So lots and lots of cool stuff for you to enjoy. We got half a dozen people asking about the costume for Spider-Man Unlimited show. I have to double check and see if he's allowed, because basically we can have comic-based characters. And because he's in the TV show, it might be difficult, but we can definitely explore that for sure.
All spiders must die. So foolish.
When will this live stream end? It's never gonna end. Deal with it. Yeah. So, yes, Arachnido Jr., the Mexican spider. He's planned, he will be in the game, not for this update, but in an update after that. People are asking for the Identity Crisis Spider-Man, who are also planned, but not in this update. They're coming, and they're scheduled and all of that. How to get legendaries more easily? Mevin Pool asked that, and that is a very good question. The best way to get legendaries is to participate in the events and get the progression awards. That is definitely by far the easiest way. We'll also have, in the VIP portal, the legendaries are more common than the epic Spider-Man, so you're most of the time you're going to get a legendary when using the VIP portal. And in the events, you have really good chances to get legendaries in the event portal. So those are definitely your best chances at getting legendaries, is events, event portal, and the VIP portal. You can also occasionally get legendary Spider-Man in the premium portal as well. How about normal Spider-Man unmasked? That is literally something that I'm trying to see about getting right now, so I can't confirm or deny anything, but that is in the plans at the very least. Ability to trade Spider-Man with other players. I know that's a very highly requested feature and something we're looking into. I don't know for sure if that's definitely something we'll do, but we know that you guys want to see that, so we'll at least look into it for sure. A legendary Spider-Girl. We don't have plans for legendary Spider-Girl yet, but if people are really interested in a legendary Spider-Girl, we can definitely, explore doing that and, setting up a whole event for that. Kane and Kane the Other. So, we have Scarlet Spider-Cane, obviously, and we do have plans for, and this is the first time I'm hearing this, we have plans for Tarantula, who is different from Kane the Other, but he's way cooler than Kane the Other too. So Tarantula is planned. He looks amazing, and he's not planned for this update, but he's coming in soon.
I am so
And the YOLO Man asks, why isn't Classic Silk going to be in this update? Oh, YOLO Man, why must you look but the fool? Because Classic Silk is totally being in this update. She is. She's in this update, so don't make assumptions without confirming with me on the stream, because that would be ridiculous. Wait, do you actually want to play with Classic Silk?
I think we could do a few runs with her.
Yeah, let's do that. What are the spider tokens? You came late to the party since Century Breakdown. So Century Breakdown, how stoked are you going to be when I tell you that we have totally new event types, which are team-based events. So this is totally cooperative. You'll be randomly assigned to either Team Amazing or Team Superior, and you will be collecting these tokens for your team. And basically, the more you get for yourself, the more you get for your team, the better you are as a contributor to your team, the more rewards you get. And they're super good rewards, and the tokens can be earned during the events. So yeah, I hope you like Superior Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man, because you could be on one of those teams. Legendary spiders with 3 stars. I don't know if you're asking for 3 stars overall or 3 stars to begin with, but if you get a legendary spider from the portal, you automatically get it with 3 stars. Spider Deadpool is not something that we can have in this game, unfortunately. Sorry, Juan Baron. Legendaries. Okay. You asked that one. Will you add more slots? Yes, as mentioned before, we're adding 20 more slots. Actually, I'm going to talk about some of the additional features that we're going to be having in this game. We'll have new event types. So we'll have events that instead of our leaderboard based, there will be, or score based on the leaderboard, so there'll be other things such as leaderboards that say collect X amount of vials, or leaderboards which is about like the amount of enemies that you kill, or the amount of collectibles that you collect. So leaderboards that are not always based on the score that you get. So that's going to be a totally new thing. You'll have buff spiders for those types of events, and it's going to be totally unique, totally fun, and totally different. In addition to that, we will have best of 5 runs. So you can play these events, but you can only play it 5 times. So it's puts like extra pressure on you guys to like get a super sweet run the first time, and it makes it more easy for players who don't always get the best score every time that they can get one of those 5 times. So there's that. You can earn rewards for skipping multi-day events instead of being penalized by Group 10 ISO 8 for skipping them. We'll have new flash events, so 24-hour events that'll come and go, and they'll have some great prizes, including slots and consumables and different Spider-Men, but they'll only be there for a day. We'll have new updates to the VIP portal. The VIP portal is going to constantly be updated, like every 2 weeks or so. We'll have a new VIP portal for you, new Spider-Men. So the content there is always changing, always fresh, and always really fun for you guys. And those were the big ones. We'll have, like we said, 20 inventory slots. New teams are automatically sorted by rarity, and we have a new main menu system for you to enjoy. And Kyle's got a best run. That was awesome.
Yes.
Well done. Well done to you, sir. Okay, so I'm going to answer a few more of your questions. It's been almost an hour, so we'll probably end the stream pretty soon. But so I'll spend the next few minutes just focusing on answering your questions. The update releases next week, Wednesday, on the 25th. So be stoked. Go to the App Store, download the update, leave us a good review, and enjoy, because there's lots to enjoy. Will there be a new Epic Spider-Verse portal? We're definitely going to do some more fun stuff like the Epic Spider-Verse portal and the Spider-Woman portal type of this thing. So we'll have some cool stuff for you like that, for sure. Legendary spiders from events with 3 stars. That's not currently planned right now, but maybe it's something we can do down the line. But right now it's going to be 1-star legendaries from the events. No Loom World, unfortunately, asked a name that I can't say right now because I have tunnel vision. We couldn't fit Loom World into this, so the Spider-Verse world was 2009-9. But as I mentioned before, guys, enjoy the Inheritors, enjoy 2009-9 for now, because in Update 5, that content is being removed to replace some new content. So, enjoy it for now. Like, play the events, because it's all time-limited content. Any new spiders planned for the common portals? I'm not exactly sure. I don't think we are, but yeah, just keep an eye out. Agent Venom is planned, not for this update, but in the future, so be excited. He will eventually be in the game. Mangaverse Spider-Woman is a character that we're looking into, but not planned yet, but someone I will definitely want in the game, and if we, I think I know when I want her. So yes. Spider-Hulk is not going to be in the game because Spider-Hulk is also using a different license from a different part of the game, a different part of Marvel's comic lore, so we can't have Spider-Hulk. Also, he's very large. Oh, look, Steampunk Spider-Woman. You can win her right now in the event, so go win her if you haven't. Can we get Spider-Monkey in the game? Spider-Monkey is a bit small, so it's a bit hard to figure out his sizing with the game, but someone I definitely would like to see. Sony Spider-Man, no, because that is a movie license and this is a comic game. But let's face it, do you really want to see Spider-Man with a slightly different altered suit from the Sony movies? Come on, there's way more Spider-Man that we have collected than that one. How about a portal where you get a fully legendary Spidey? Right now we actually don't have the ability in the game to do that, but as new content and new back-end features are added to the game, we may eventually be able to do that. Event portal for Ultimate Black Widow. Spam the Facebook page with event portals that you want, and we'll try to get it into the game. Spider Carnage is planned. We have something awesome around him planned, but I can't tell you what it is. I can't tell you when it is, but it's gonna be in the game, and it's gonna be super sweet. Any more ISO 8 sales? There are always ISO 8 sales. We have sales going on pretty regularly in the game, so just keep an eye out for that, and it'll be great. Okay, I'm not even gonna read that question out loud. What about the other Inheritors, Verna, Bora, and Rix? I really love those characters, and they are awesome, and we might bring them into the game down the line, but for Spider-Verse, we got, 5 out of 8 of the Inheritors. So I think we did pretty well for the amount of Inheritors that we were able to fit into this game. So they're not planned right now, but if people really want them, we can fit them in. Will past Spider characters be available? Ultimate Superior, Gwen, Silk, Jessica Drew, and Anya Corazon? Yes, they will all be available. They're constantly going to be featured in and out of the VIP portals and event portals. So you really got to keep your eye out on the new portals that we release every week, the event ones. But the VIP ones are also going to constantly be changing now. So those guys, the ones that we released in the past, are totally going to make appearances in the future. So you just need to, just keep an ie out, and we'll do our best to inform you on the Facebook page when those guys make their way into the event portals. Classic red and black costume. So like classic Spider-Man, but with red and black instead of red and blue. We could do that, but of all of the Spider-Men and all of the world and all of the comics, that's the one you ask for. Maybe, but it's not the coolest one for sure, Vandal Damage Superior Spider-Man. Actually, I quite like the sound of that, because Superior Spider-Man does get beat up a lot. It's pretty funny, actually. Maybe. Okay, suggest Megaverse Spider-Woman I would totally love Mango vs. Spider-Woman because she is Mary Jane as Spider-Woman. It's someone we would absolutely love to have in the game, and it's just a matter of checking and seeing whether we can have her, but I totally want her there because she's so great. Update the graphics and fix the lag on Android. That's something we totally forgot to talk about. Android users, be super stoked because lag should be much less of a problem for you. I know that this update, there was some lag issues. So this update, you can have a lag switch. So it's basically a graphic switch between heroic graphics, so the best graphics that you can have in the game, and a powerful performance. So reducing the amount of graphics that the game is using, but with a much smoother performance. So that is made for Android, and that will definitely help with a lot of the lagging that you guys have been experiencing. And this, you can access this from the options menu, so just in the update, you can switch back and forth at your leisure. And if you're experiencing lags, I definitely suggest just reducing the graphics switch. And honestly, it's going to be the graphics, the reduced graphics aren't going to be that big of a that big of a change. It's still going to look really nice because the game is gorgeous. Let's face it, this game is beautiful. Okay. Okay, someone was asking for Anya Corozona's Arana. Yes, in fact, if you have seen Exoskeleton Arana, which is by far the coolest version of her, be excited because she is planned for the game and will be released, not in this update, but in an upcoming one. What else? Will we see dialogue between Superior and Doc Ock? Yes, Professor Broski, and this is one of my favorite parts of this update is the interactions between Doc Ock and Superior Spider-Man are so awesome. I go crazy for the two of them talking to each other. It's going to happen more in the events than in the issues, so definitely play the events